A clown fiesta, so it's gonna get really wacky. And it's top right. Ooh. Nice Nexus. It is the red Protoss Barcode. In the bottom left, as the blue Protoss, he is classic. He is a classic guy to watch. Always enjoyable. He can be a little weird sometimes, you know? He's got that streak to him. I think for a month or two, he was just playing pure weirdness, cheesiness. And he can also duke it out macro-wise with the bests, which has made him the best Protoss in the world, at least a few times in his StarCraft 2 career. He used to play Terran in Brood War, though, and I don't think he was ever really a contender for even top 5 Terran in Brood War, but I have no authority on that. Someone else could correct me. But as far as Terran players that I remember when I was watching Brood War back before they transferred over to StarCraft 2, I don't remember Classic really being on the list. He was on the same team as Innovation, though, back then, Bogus, and they both played Terran for STX Soul. I don't know who was better, though. Anyways, all in the past, Protoss ended up fitting him quite well. And many Terran players who swapped to StarCraft 2, I say many, but like 2 basically, admitted that they probably should have changed to Protoss between the games. I know Flash thought that he was going to be better with Protoss, then one more Terran thought so too, but I don't remember who. Fantasy so far is the only outlier, by the way, really, that we have like definite proof that he, one, likes how Terran plays in StarCraft 2 better than StarCraft 1. He was always more of like a harassment guy. Then he was like a turtle guy. Still a very good Terran player back in Brood War, but he, I think, has gone on record saying he likes how StarCraft 2 Terran plays better. And then he also has officially chosen StarCraft 2 as his game of choice post military, which, as you can see, many other people didn't. They went back to Brood War. And not to, you know, seem like a Brood War elitist or anything like that, I am honestly shocked that he did. Maybe it's because he was so damn good in Brood War, and, you know, Brood War is a bit of a cash cow for the first couple months at the very least when you stream it and you used to be a pro and whatnot. Or maybe it's because almost every other Brood War person went back to Brood War. I don't know, but it was really surprising when he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to StarCraft 2. Surprising in a good way, but still surprising. I would really like someone to interview him, get his thoughts on that, in fact. But even if he made it deep into a tournament, I don't think those are the type of questions people would be asking. He played Terran for a bit in StarCraft 2 as well. Oh, you know what? I think I remember that. Yeah. It's so hard to remember who had a good Pro League record, though. I mean, Innovation was good at Pro League, but that's also because he was really good at StarCraft 2. It kind of went hand in hand. So many interesting things to talk about, but definitely not about this PvP. Am I right, guys? No, actually, it was a rather uneventful first 4 minutes of a PvP, which is actually kind of rare. When I see Clown Fiesta in the title or anything along those lines, I expect the first 2 gateways to give me something a little bit interesting. And then you go into weird Disruptor Wars, and then you go into weird, like, DT versus whatever, but no, this is a very tame opening, both getting their naturals up, both going for Stargates, but this is where things start to get interesting, right? We have the Barcode going for a second Stargate immediately. Basically immediately. And then Classic still sticking on the 1. They both know they're gone for Stargates. I think the trick is always, assuming control. Do you assume that they're going to... Hey, what's up, Nathanius? Thank you for that host. Hello, Nathanius viewers. I am currently casting subscriber replays. This is not one of my subscribers. I wish. That would be a huge ego boost if Classic was a subscriber. But Classic has been giving out his replays on stream, and Bali gave me a replay of a PvP between him and a Barcode. Don't know who the Barcode is, but you gotta assume it's someone really, really good to be facing Classic on the ladder. We were just talking about Pro League and Brood War and history, basically. And now we're getting into the juicy bit of PvP where you have double Stargate against single Stargate. And I was just about to talk about, you know, when Protoss decides to go double Stargate or not, really invest into Phoenix versus Phoenix, but actually has something a little more important going on, which is an attack from Classic. It's currently 5 Phoenix to 6. Classic in the lead despite the second Stargate. Second one not really kicking in quite yet. Worker count's very, very similar, but the Barcode is a little surprised. The audacity. The shield battery is not quite done. The Phoenix 4 is not going in the Barcode's favor either, and he is ultimately losing the air war. He has won the ground war pretty substantially, and with that many stalkers on the ground, that is going to contribute to the Phoenixes, of course, along with the Guardian Shield that is still available for him. So now, what does Classic do? I mean, that was not so great. Not only did he lose out on the army, although he is winning in the probe count now, but he also is lost out. No, actually, he's not lost in the Phoenix War. I keep expecting the Barcode to advance forward here, but even taking a fight prematurely goes down once again in the Phoenixes. So usually if you take a bad fight, you start to fall down in Phoenix Wars. It's like Muta Wars, you know? Like, sometimes it's literally the count of Phoenix or Mutas. That means you win. And that's why some people don't like seeing such games. It seems too obvious, too snowballing. But that's not really what's happening here. Classic, not too worried about that counter. He's winning the Phoenixes, still winning 9 to 7. Now he's got his own double Stargate pump in here. He's going into a Robo. A Bar goes into a Twilight Council. It ends up being an okay scout as well, I suppose, in the main base. Grabs a Phoenix. Sees that there was Chrono Boost on the Stargate, but sees no further production on the Stargate. I don't know how much you can really read into that. Is it a temporary gap as they don't have enough minerals, or is it their decision to stop going for Phoenixes? You didn't quite see the Twilight Council after all behind that. So I think that's what's probably going through Classic's mind right now. He's going into a Fleet Beacon. He's continuing to make Phoenix, and there is... Okay, the Barcode still continue to make his own Phoenix as well. I mean, how do you even get out of Phoenix Wars in PvP? You either desperately go for your own Phoenix range faster, or... I mean, you go like a Dark Shrine. Oh, hey! Look at that. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's usually what I see. Go for a Dark Shrine, attempt to get in there. Also can be merged into Archons, I guess, so you can actually... have a ground army, but we'll see how that works out. Third Nexus is already on the way for Classic, so starting to run away with this game. Really starting to run away. 13 Phoenix to 8. That is a very fine looking number and much faster Phoenix range. So that air war is going to absolutely go into Classic's favor. But what about these DTs? What is going to happen there? The pylons currently not being scouted. Oof. Single Zug could go over there and try and take care of that, but instead it's going to live, and that's going to be Proc's location for the DTs to be warped in. Bye, thank you for gifting a sub to Classic. I mean, that does help my ego a little bit, even though it wasn't Classic himself that subbed. But thank you very much. You don't got a Phoenix War is the answer. That's usually the right answer. But that, I mean, the Barcode's attempting to, right? He definitely was losing the Phoenix War. There was a time where maybe he should have won it. Had not taken a few battles or... basically, I think that's actually the only option. Had he not taken a couple of those fights, maybe he has the higher Phoenix count and that continues to snowball. But instead, he was kept down despite the faster Stargate. Now, attempting to get those Dark Templars in there. They do, in fact, in the natural in the main base, and they look like they're going to do a lot of damage. No detection, right? You just go pure into Phoenix. And Classy did not get far enough into the base to see that there was a transition happening. So this is really starting to be quite worthwhile for our red Protoss. Oh my god, he even depowers the Stargates. Uh-oh. I could have... Oh, did Classic cancel that robot that he's building? Yes, that's what happened. At the same time, I was wondering if the Barcode was going to stop producing Phoenix. I saw Classic, I kind of started a robo, but I guess he canceled it. Maybe he accidentally made it. He meant to make a Fleet Beacon. Is probably what happened, but Classic realized what the target of the DTs was going to be, built a ton of pylons, so no longer worrying about the depowering, but still a lot of damage being done, a lot of time bought as well. And what is this over here? The Phoenix almost looked like they were miscontrolled, but they also could just simply be hiding, waiting for the Phoenix to show themselves here. I mean, wait, is that actually going to be the right idea? I mean, it's not like the Phoenix could help out. It's 10 Phoenix to 19. The Barcode's Phoenix would absolutely die, but I thought maybe he'd keep like an Archon back here to help out, maybe even a cannon, not that it would do a lot, that's just too many Phoenix. But there's really not a lot of army. Finally, the Stalkers come to a natural, I suppose. Technically, that could be a decent trade. But the Phoenix do show themselves. They're waiting for that perfect strike. Classic already losing economy to the DTs. More DTs still being warped in. After all, Revelation, if you do it right, only catches one DT at a time for the DT player, right? And now the Phoenix adding even more economic damage to this. This is absolutely fantastic. The robot is now available, and it does have, yeah, it's the first observer on the way. This is a ton of damage. The Phoenix, though, the Phoenix looked like they actually won. It wasn't even a trade. It was just a straight-up win for the Phoenix. They lifted up every single stalker, probably. There's just simply too many of them, even though there was a growing number of stalkers with Blink. It just simply had not reached that number quite yet. Again, maybe a DT Archon morph would have changed things up. But this is where things really start to get weird. Now I can see why this is called a clown fiesta. We have a carrier on the way, and I don't... Is that really on purpose? What is going on here? Okay, well, we're not going to see what the plan was. That is a ton of cash. The Nexus died to the DTs, as I guess the Oracles might have been picked. No, they're still alive. Oh, they came over here. Oh. Why did they come over here? Maybe because they would have died otherwise? Maybe they're helping kill the probes. I don't know what happened, but they are protected. They are available for Revelation. Archon's finally morphed in on the offensive. God, what even happens here? Like, even though it's only DTs and Archons, the ground army is obviously there. You know, it's better because it's there for the barcode, so he can actually kill buildings where Classic can't kill buildings, like, officially at this point. And I guess that's why he was building the carrier, is that he realized he needs something to shoot buildings to actually win this game. Otherwise he loses, doesn't he? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me really think through this. Okay. So the Oracles also could have shot the grounds, but they died, and they would have taken a long time to do it. Phoenix can't with Archons. Nor can they deal damage to buildings. Oh, okay. There's the repowering here. He had canceled the carrier, I guess, realizing he could use that elsewhere, and it's gonna go for Oracles once again. Yeah, this is the one probe left of Classic, by the way. The only probe where the barcode is down to... Oh! Ooh! The barcode is down to 0 probes and no ability to remake them, as if, you know, they wouldn't be spotted immediately and killed by the Phoenix. Of course, Classic doesn't know this for sure, and it's kind of split up his Phoenix, I guess, to make sure that there's not probe production. I think sneaky going on. 2 Oracles have been pumped out here. That's it for the gas, really. Oh, and one stalker. There you go. That's exactly what you can make with that. But you still don't kill the Archon army with 2 Oracles and a Stalker. And again, the Phoenix can't help, so... What happens? It's like all the numbers point to Classic winning if his damn army can actually attack the ground. The funny thing about the carrier, by the way, if the Stargates weren't being attacked, you know, let's say that he does try to pump out a carrier, is that the Interceptors could have been a problem. If he tries to tango with the Archons, yeah, he could leash them all day long, but then the carriers become a problem. And oh my god, he's using the shield battery. He's using the shield battery! So the Oracles actually take out a single Archon, but then the Oracle dies. And he'd have to wait for the opportunity again. He'd have to wait for the shields to recharge on the battery, the energy rather. And during that time, the Archons could just kill it. That still leaves 3 Archons on the ground. Classic still hovering over any pro production that could potentially happen. 1 Zealot is being warped in currently. Does not have charge. It's rather lame Zealots. You can't actually kite Archons as stalkers. I didn't think you could. I just assumed you couldn't, but I guess I didn't really think about it. Yeah. If he hadn't built a Stalker and a Zealot, he would have had 225 minerals. Is it enough to make... That's enough to make full Interceptor, right? But the Interceptors, again, probably would have died to 3 Archons. 4 Archons. Yeah, like, this would literally take forever. I mean, it's not just like a micro issue. Like, he is trying to micro. It's a, wouldn't they just recharge their shields fast than the Stalker did damage? I mean, yeah, there's no blank. I don't know what he's thinking. Oh my god. 1 Oracle is still alive, guys. So if he could damage an Archon enough that the Oracle swoops in to get the last couple of shots. I mean, hey, Took You Down is in the chat. He's the one that's been talking to. He did a video on Oracle control that was further elaborated on apparently in Philadelphia. Future was talking all about this yesterday when we were playing team games. How you can kind of add DPS basically, if you micro correctly. So like, I mean, there's a world here. Does Stasis Ward work on Archons? Yes, Stasis works on Archons. Another conversation we had when we were playing team games. Yeah, where is that Zealot? Trying to use the shield battery again, but it's not really gonna work out. No, I mean, it almost did. I mean, oh my god! Oh, it's gonna die. It's gonna die. It's dead. I guess he's trying to get the Zealot over there. Plus, I mean, again, like, I thought the shield batteries were gonna be dead. The fact that this happened twice in this game is surprising. The shield battery helped twice. But that's it, right? The Zealot doesn't get the killing shot on the Archon. 1 health left over. Boom, there go the shields again. That's gotta be it. I mean, is there a chance if the Archon missed micros? Is that what he's gonna try and do here with the Phoenix? I don't think there is. I mean, if he got this Archon, it would have literally been 1 Stalker against 1 Archon. What is this game? Oh my god. That was Printf video. Oh, fuck, you're right. My bad. It was Printf who talked about it with his minute micro. And then there was Philadelphia, where people continued to elaborate on it. At least remember the correct tournament name. Oh my god. Literally the only action we're gonna be seeing here, guys. Oh my god, he's actually doing it. I mean, he's microing a Stalker against Archons, but I mean, I really feel like the problem is that I mean, he has to keep shooting it so that it never regains shields. And if it was 1 Archon, I think the Stalker just straight up wins. With 2 Archons, I'm seriously doubting that Classic can continue controlling this perfectly. But I don't know, it's kind of happening. You don't know how he's microing against Archons? I mean, that's kind of where we started off here, is you saw the Archons killing the Stalker. That's why it's down to such few hit points, is that the Archons were getting the shots, and then suddenly, I guess he got into his groove, and now the Archons are losing the micro war. I feel like the Barcode's anti-microing. I can't really tell what he's doing. I don't know. I really don't know how this is happening. Okay, so the game does end when nothing happens. Nothing being no mining and no buildings being attacked. I figured exactly what it is. There's definitely no mining though, so. Oh my god. I mean, the barcode is probably just. Is it 8? I don't actually know what he's doing. Okay, so I'm trying to keep tabs on when I see the red marker showing that he's not just A-clicking on the Stalker. And it seems he's doing a combination. He was A-clicking on the Stalker at one point probably, and now he's actually trying to run past it with the Archons. Oh my god. How long is this game? Oh my god! I could have sworn that's what he was doing, but maybe I didn't see the red because it was on the desert tile, so I don't. I mean, now he's just retreating. This is so dumb. This is probably the smarter move. I mean, we're talking about very minuscule differences, right? But the idea that SimCity could possibly make a mistake with the Stalker is a big deal. So when you're out in the plains, you know, it's a little bit easier. I'm afraid to show the plains in case the Stalker dies, but yeah, when you're out in the plains, like it's a very straightforward fight. But I guess maybe there's some thought process. Maybe he was thinking I'll threaten his buildings. But this game's about to end in a draw anyways. If he doesn't want to end in a draw, you can kill Phoenix. Yeah, it's units dying. But I mean, he might think that he would lose this, or neither of them realize that it's about to end. That's a very real possibility. Okay, so now we have a split of the Archons, but yeah, it's a draw. Oh, I don't know if maybe Classic realized it was about to end, but the Barcode looked like he was going to try and set up a trap. Which almost seems like he didn't realize the game was going to end. So I don't... Alrighty then. No ladder points to anyone. No MMR. The Oracles could have gone and killed buildings instead, right?